Hi, this is Danny. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming by. Today I'm going to be doing a get to know me video. I know, I have like 12 followers and probably no one's interested in getting to know me right now, and those who do follow me already know me, but I thought this would be a fun thing to do anyway to help me kick off the channel. I've got some wine, so why don't you grab yourself a glass of wine? It'll be like we're getting to know each other properly in real life, and it will just help break the ice a little bit. This is the one that I've got at the moment. This one's really nice. You can get this from most supermarkets and it's usually on offer, and look, it won the world's most admired wine brands in 2015, 2016 and 2017. So cheers. I haven't drunk any of this today, by the way. This has lasted me a few days. Might as well just finish it. Cheers. Nothing beats a glass of wine. By the way, it's like 10 to 7 p.m, so it's very acceptable that I'm having a glass of wine now. What is your full name? So my full name is DaniAlexandra Cooper, which you probably gathered the first bit from the name of my channel. My name isn't double-barreled. Alexandra is my middle name, so most people just know me as Danny. How old are you? I'm 29 years old, would you believe? Lots of people usually tell me that I look a lot younger than 29, but I promise that's how old I am. I'm approaching the big 3-0 and I will be absolutely furious if I can't have a proper 30th birthday celebration. We can pray. Where are you from? So, I am from London. I was born in London, I was raised in London, and I still live in London now. It's nerve-wracking, isn't it? So help. Who do you live with? So I currently live with my mum and my mum's partner. It's just the three of us. It's really nice. Yeah, it's just super hot. I know I'm 29 and some people are going to be like, oh my god, you still live at home and you're 29 years old. But when you live in London, you want to stay at home as much as possible. I'd love to tell you that I've been at home saving for my dream house, but no, it's just too expensive to live in this darn city, but I love it so much. Do you have any siblings? Yes, I do. I have 3 wonderful siblings. I've got my sister Lana, she's my older sister, and then I've got 2 younger brothers, Adam and Ben. I also have some step siblings as well, but yeah, those, Lana's my full sister and Adam and Ben are my half brothers. We have the same dad, but we don't usually use that terminology. They're just my brothers. Are you in a relationship? Yes, I am. I have a boyfriend. His name's Nathan. We've been together for, it'll be 3 years in March, so 2 years, 9 months-ish? Yeah. How old do you think you'll be when you get married? Maybe you should ask Nathan. What is your biggest accomplishment? My biggest accomplishment has to be that in 2018, May 2018, I did the Hackney Half Marathon. I ran it in 2 hours 20 minutes, which kind of sounds like a long-ish time, but my biggest achievement was that I jogged the whole time. It was something that I trained up really hard to be able to do, and yeah, I just wish I would have kept up with the running, and I'll probably do another half marathon at some point next year, but yeah, that's got to be my proudest moment. In fact, I've got the goods to back it up as well. Here it is. There it is, my Hackney Half Marathon little medallion. What is your eye colour? So my eyes actually change colour. So sometimes they're blue, sometimes they're green, sometimes they're bluey green, sometimes they're a bit more grey. You can't tell on the camera for some reason. Like my eyes just look dark, but maybe if I come closer. My eye colour coming through now? Maybe. We won't know until the end. Well, I won't know till I'm editing. What is the most important thing in your life? This is going to be a very basic answer, but of course the most important things in my life are my friends and family. Nothing else will ever compare. I feel like that's really boring, but I'm speaking the truth. Who is your favourite actor? actor. So I have a few. Rachel McAdams is one of my favourites, of course. She is an absolute queen, smashes it at life. She bought us Regina George.
Is butter a carb?
She bought us The Notebook. She bought us Wedding Crashers. I just think she's really versatile. Yeah, I'm sure she's been in more serious movies that I can't think of off the top of my head. But yeah, love Rachel McAdams. Absolutely love Tom Hanks. Forrest Gump, Toy Story, like how can you not? And I also love Leonardo DiCaprio because he's just an absolute babe. And that's not the only reason why I love him, he's a great actor. Who's your favourite musician? My favourite musician has to be Freddie Mercury. I absolutely love him. I love Queen. They're one of my favourite bands. Their songs are some of my favourite songs. So yeah, I've got to say it's got to be Freddie and the Queen crew. What is your favourite colour? Orange. What is your favourite drink? So non-alcoholic, I just like water, and I also love Diet Coke at the moment. I'm, yeah, absolutely obsessed. Alcohol, you know. What is your favourite fairy tale? So I'm going to change this slightly as to what's your favourite Disney fairy tale. Beauty and the Beast, for sure. Old school Disney is about a princess. If we're talking like newer age Disney Pixar vibes, and we're not talking fairy tales, then Monsters Inc. is my favourite. I'm massively into Disney and Pixar. What is your favourite food? This is probably like my most challenging question because I literally like everything. There is not one food that I've ever eaten, I don't think, that I don't like. There are some foods where I'm like, that's not my favourite, wouldn't have it again, like not interested in having it again. But I couldn't say that there's something I've tried that I actively dislike. So it's hard. Oh my god, I couldn't choose. I love tacos. I love Mexican food, so like I could eat a lot of tacos. I love sushi. I love spaghetti bolognese. I love pizza. I just actually couldn't choose one favourite because there are so many delicious foods in the world to choose from. Oh, I just love a good Indian takeaway as well. What is your favourite music genre? This one's hard as well because like with my food taste, I have a very eclectic music taste. I literally like everything from like the cheesiest pop to 90s garage to R&B, hip hop, a bit of rock. Like I literally like everything. In fact, I'm gonna read out my top Spotify songs, which should give you a good indication. So I use this website called Stats of Spotify. You just basically log in and it will give you your top songs and top artists, and you can choose last 4 weeks, last 6 months, or all time. Hashtag not sponsored, of course not. So if we're looking at all time, my number one played song is The Night We Met by Lord Huron. I don't know if that's how you pronounce the name, but if anyone's watched 13 Reasons Why, it's the song from that and it's great. My next is Slow Jams by Twister, Kanye West and Jamie Foxx. Then we've got Life on Mars, David Bowie, Starman, David Bowie. Then number 5 is Blinded by Your Grace, Stormzy. 6 is Boys by Charlie XCX. 7 is Mountains by Biffy Clyro. 8, High Five by Sigrid. 9, Seek Romance by Avicii. 10, Humble by Kendrick Lamar. I must have had a stage where I absolutely loved Humble because I feel like I haven't listened to it recently. It is a great song, but yeah, those are my top 10. I'm really surprised there's no Queen on there because I like listen to Queen constantly. Favourite is Under Pressure. A wine break. What is your favourite quote? My favourite quote is, the greatest thing you'll ever learn is just to love and be loved in return. Who knows what movie that's from? Comment it down below. It is the best movie. If you haven't seen it, then you need to watch it. Yeah, so good. And it's so true. What is your favourite song? So, I mentioned before that Queen Under Pressure is one of my favourite songs. One of my favourite childhood songs that just reminds me of being a kid is Don't Look Back in Anger by Oasis. I absolutely love that song. One of my favourite recent songs that's just stuck with me is Blank Space by Taylor Swift. I just love it. Oh, I just absolutely love it. It's a great song. What was your favourite TV show as a teen? Oh, my absolute number one, ride or die, absolutely obsessed with The OC. I loved The OC then, I love The OC now, I will love The OC forever. Oh my god, it's just so good. It's so good, and it got so bad, and it's so sad. That show had so much potential. The first 2 series were out of this world amazing. Why did you do it to us, Misha? Why did you do it? Why did you leave? But while we're on this, talking about favourite TV shows in general, absolutely love Friends and absolutely love Sex and the City. Like, I have had this debate in my head for a very long time which one I would choose as my number one, and I just can't do it. Like, I can't do it. Don't make me. Are you a dog person or a cat person? I find this one really challenging as well because I really love both. Like, I don't hate either. In fact, not even hate. Like, I love both. Like, give me a dog, I'll be in love. Give me a cat, I'll be in love. But if I had to choose, like, gun to my head, choose, or I'm pulling the trigger, I'd have to say cat. I just love cats. They're so easy. I know it's easy to get like a tricky cat that's not going to want to cuddle you, but some of the cats that I've had and lived with through time have just been amazing. I love cats. Are you a fan of any football team? Yes, I'm a Gooner. I'm from North London and I support Arsenal, and I always will. Are you a good cook? I'd like to think so. I think I'm decent at cooking. I enjoy cooking. People that I've cooked for, I think, would say that I'm a good cook, so I'm gonna say yes. Do you prefer Titanic or The Notebook? This one's so hard because you've got my favourite actors against each other. You've got Leo against Rachel, but then you've got Leo paired with Kate, and you've got Rachel paired with Ryan. God, I love them both. I think if I had to choose, it would have to be Titanic. It's just such a classic. I love The Notebook, and when I first watched it, when it first came out, I was obsessed. Like, I cried, I laughed, I felt all the emotions. I was a teenager, I was on my period, and it was just an emotional time watching that film for the first time. But oh, I think it needs to be Titanic, doesn't it? I'll never let go. Do you have any allergies? Yes, I suffer from hay fever. I get it really bad in the summer, to the point where, like, I will sometimes wake up in the middle of the night like so attractive. I am also allergic to amoxicillin. One time when I was put on amoxicillin, which is an antibiotic, by the way, like, I broke out in a rash from head to toe. Was great. And I'm also allergic to some fruits and veg. I eat them anyway because my allergy isn't so bad that I'm gonna, like, give them up. But it's anything with, like, a skin, so like apples, nectarines, things like that. I kind of get hay fever symptoms when I eat them, so like itchy throat, kind of that kind of thing. But I find that if it's the summertime and I'm taking antihistamine for my hay fever, I can eat apples and stuff and I won't get allergic. But if it's in the winter, kind of like now, and I start eating apples, I feel allergic. But if I really want them, I'll just eat it and suffer with a bit of an itchy throat. What's your star sign? I'm a Gemini, and I think I'm a typical Gemini. Like, they say 2 personalities. I think most people do. Most people have a sweet side and a sour side, and yeah, I don't think that's just a Gemini thing. That's just a everyone thing. But my mum's always like, oh, Geminis, you Geminis. And I'm like, sorry, what did I do? You should have thought about when you wanted me to be born, eh? What is the name of your first pet? Our first pet was a cat, and she was called Babe, and she was a babe. How many pairs of shoes do you currently own? Let me count. I don't know whether to be embarrassed or not, but I currently own 46 pairs of shoes. That includes a few pairs of flip-flops and several pairs that I don't wear. 46 though, that's a joke. I probably wear about 3 of those, but I just can't get rid of some of them. Some of them are so cool and so funky that I just don't want to get rid of them, but will I ever wear them? It remains seen to be believed. How old were you when you found out Santa wasn't real? What? What do you mean? Nah, because Santa is real. Let's just skip past that. How old were you when you learned to ride a bike? 29. What is the scariest movie you've ever watched? I absolutely love scary films. Like, I know so many people it's not their vibe, but being scared is my vibe. I just don't like doing it on my own, so I always have to watch scary films with someone. My favourite, and the one that I think is most creepy, most scary, is the Conjuring series. Just all the films in that. The original Conjuring, so good. The second one, which is the Enfield Haunting, which is literally around the corner from where I live. So good. If you like scary movies and you haven't seen any of the films from the Conjuring series, like, I'd highly recommend, because they're scary, they're creepy, and they're amazing. Making noise outside my room. Don't they know I'm a YouTuber now? I'm filming. What is something that you wish you were gifted at? So I love to sing, like, oh, I just love it. I'm the karaoke queen. People say I'm the karaoke queen. Like, I've got the Lucky Voices karaoke game. Like, I just do karaoke all the time. But I am tone deaf. Like, I cannot sing to save my life, but I enjoy it so much, so I just do it anyway. But yeah, I don't necessarily wish that I was an amazing singer. I just wish I had some tone to my voice. What kind of car do you drive? I drive a Renault Clio. I love her. What was your first job? My first job was at Waitrose, on the ambient section, stacking the shelves, my aisles with toiletries and biscuits. What do you do for a living? So I'm a PR, I work for an agency in central London, and I represent food brands. Do you really know the words to your national anthem? Yes, I do. God save our gracious Queen. No, I'm not gonna sing. I'm too shy. What do you do if you can't sleep at night? I actually have this trick that I've been doing, which I'll tell you about. It's a YouTube channel, and it's called, bear with me 2 seconds, Yellow Brick Cinema Relaxing Music, and they basically do like these live videos. I feel like they're up all day long, which has like, they have different ones like deep sleep music, etc, etc. And I'll just pop one of those on and have it playing all through the night, and it really helps me sleep. So that's my trick. If I can't sleep, I go to Yellow Brick Cinema Relaxing Music. What pipe dreams do you have that you wish would come true? Starting and making a successful YouTube channel, of course. Follow me. If you became a millionaire overnight, what would you buy? I mean, the first thing I'd want to buy would be a really nice car and a really nice house. I want a massive house that I'd be able to like host and sleep all my family in. Like, I'd be able to host the most amazing Christmases, Halloween parties, just all of that. Like, yeah, I think mine would be like a massive house, just so that I could have all my friends and family over. No one would have to worry about where they were sleeping. Like, yeah, that is my dream. If you could go anywhere in the world on a vacation or holiday, I'm obviously reading this from an American website, where would it be? The Maldives or Hawaii. My holiday vibe is on a beach in the boiling hot sunshine with a cocktail, laying, doing nothing. And I feel like Hawaii or the Maldives would be perfect for that. So that's everything. I really hope you've enjoyed getting to know me a little bit more. I've definitely enjoyed sitting here and talking to you about it and drinking my wine. If you've stuck around this long, thank you so much for coming over to my channel, watching this video. I really hope you'll consider subscribing, giving me a like, giving me a comment, and yeah, look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!